It started with a silent tremor. The moon, once a steadfast sentinel in the night sky, shattered into countless fragments that hung in space like a broken chandelier. No one knew why, no one had predicted it. When the first pieces began to fall toward Earth, the world watched in stunned silence. Tides surged with terrifying force. Oceans rose in walls of water that swept across coastlines, flooding cities and swallowing islands. Rivers reversed, streams evaporated into steam, and the familiar rhythm of the seas became a chaotic roar. Humanity, caught off guard, scrambled to higher ground and fortified shelters, but the planet was no longer predictable. The sky glowed red at night, lit by the molten remnants of the moon as they burned in the atmosphere. Meteors streaked across the horizon, leaving trails of fire that silhouetted stick figures of people standing in awe and horror. Entire nights passed in daylight-like brilliance as fragments reflected the sun's light, casting shifting shadows across continents. Satellite networks collapsed. Communications faltered as debris knocked out orbiting relays. Electricity grids struggled as geomagnetic storms, triggered by the moon's disintegration, surged across the planet. Humanity had no choice but to adapt, improvising mechanical and manual systems to replace the technology it had relied upon. Cultural upheaval followed. Religious groups claimed prophecy fulfilled. Scientists scrambled to understand the physics. Artists immortalized the blazing fragments in murals and sculptures. Children grew up seeing a sky unlike any in recorded history, a permanent dance of fire and shadow. Weather patterns went haywire. The moon's disappearance altered the gravitational balance that regulated winds and currents. Deserts expanded, oceans shifted, storms formed in unusual latitudes. Stickmen figures stood atop hills, hands shielding their eyes, witnessing cyclones that twisted like serpents across continents. Yet amidst the chaos, life persisted. Communities adapted, building floating cities, elevated structures, and underground shelters. New technologies emerged to track falling debris, predict tidal surges, and harvest energy from the abnormal tides. Humanity endured, strengthened by necessity. The moon's fragments eventually settled into new orbits or burned in the atmosphere. Nights were permanently altered. Starry skies mingled with fiery streaks, reminding everyone of the fragility of cosmic balance. People told stories of the shattered moon, a memory of a world forever changed by one celestial catastrophe. In the end, humans looked up with awe, fear, and curiosity. They had survived the unthinkable. The sky was no longer a comforting constant, but a reminder that the universe is alive, unpredictable, and magnificent.